This image gives a clear information on what Google is used for. You can see YouTube there, you can see Form there, you can see Drive there, you can see Chrome there, you can see Google itself. Okay, so and today we are going to discuss how to form a Google form. And Google form is a chart that you can create, or maybe information that you can create where you can get information from people. Let's say if you're a lecturer, you can use it to create quiz or maybe test for your students. If you're an online marketer, you can use it to create an agreement with your client. If you are a marketer, if you are a digital officer, you can still use it to get information from people. Or maybe you offer online services. Like myself, I have it where I get information from my clients, from people that register their businesses for them. You can use it as a landing page also if you run ads or run different platforms. Like you can use it as your landing page. So Google Form is actually going to be of so much importance to many people. Okay, so and this class we are going to go on to discuss how you can be able to create a Google form, how you can be able to navigate through the platform without stress. Okay, so we are going to take you through how to form your questions and how you can be able to navigate through all the icons and informations that is there without wasting your time or without running into troubles. I believe that you have a Google account, because you cannot be able to create a Google form without having a Google account, or maybe having an email, maybe Gmail. Okay, so if in case you don't know how to create a Gmail, you can just go on and browse on how you can, or maybe I will make another video on how to create a Gmail account. Okay, so without wasting much of our time, let's go into it. So the first thing that you do is to go to your browser and type google.com, or you can just say googleform.com, or maybe just Google Form, and it will pop up like this. Choose this first one, Google Form sign in, because you have not created anyone before, so you just want to create a fresh one. So we are starting it all afresh. So look at it, it's untitled form. The first thing is questions, the second thing is your responses, the third thing is your setting. Okay, so this icon here is for your headings, for your settings, for your this thing, while the other one is for you to share it or save it, while the F is the Google account that owns it. So I have plenty of them where I use for trainings like this. So the first thing there is the setting. Okay, so this is where you change your banner, this header. You can change your banner, that's that caption on top. Okay, so you can decide to choose any of them from this theme. You can choose any of the design for your banner as you like, any of them. But in case you don't find anyone that is interesting to you, or maybe you want to customize it, like myself that is doing CAC, so I just took a picture from the CAC portal, and boom, from here you can choose from your photo library, you take a picture or upload it from your file. Okay, so once you choose any picture from here or maybe from your file, automatically it is going to form your banner. That's your form banner. This is the setting, the header. So after everything, after setting everything, just click on that apply, and that's all. So now let's give our form a title. Okay, because it's on title, so let's give it a name. Okay, so I'm going to call it I is still not typing. Let's say, okay, quiz. Let's say class now. Let's say semester quiz. Okay, as a lecturer, want to do a quiz for your student. I remember my lecturer used this in my 500 level. I was like, okay, that will have so and so time. Just give us quiz. So after you give it a name, you can describe it. Let's say semester, or maybe midterm quiz, or whatever you want to name it, you can describe it there. So the first thing is, okay, let's give our first question. Okay, it usually starts with your full name, so you have to put your full name. Okay, now this place by this side, okay, is where you are to choose the kind of question. If you want it to be short answer, if you want it to be paragraph, multi-choice, file. If you want them to upload file, is there. Any type that you want your answer to be, however you want your answer to be, you choose it from here. Okay, so after you choose, maybe if it is a short answer or long answers, anything after you have chosen it, this icon here is for you to make it compulsory. Once you mark it, this question is compulsory. Without this person answering this question, you will not continue. Whereas this sign here is for you to add another question. Okay, once you click it, it is going to give you option to add more question. So this is our number 2 question, date of birth. Because you say date of birth, automatically it's going to put a date for you here while you on your mandatory this thing required. This icon here is for you after you are done with section A. You can divide and add up a new section. So let's name it section B. The first section is section A. Let's say you have added like 15 questions or 30 questions, as the case may be. Then you want to add another session. So maybe you want to add for personal information or stuff like that. You can just click on that icon and it is going to give you another session. Let's name it session B. After you name section B, you can decide to say, okay, you describe it. You can describe it to be, if you are in so and so age range, field. If you are, for instance, myself, I said, this is for company incorporation. If you are registering a company, you have to fill this form. So if it is a business name that you want to fill, you have to fill only the section A. If you are doing a company incorporation, you have to fill the section A and B. Okay, after that you can just add up another questions. So I don't want this video to be too long, so I'm just going to cut it short. So this one is phone number or mobile. So you know what this icon is, where you choose the type of question, how you want it to be. Why this one is for you to make it compulsory. If you don't want it to be compulsory, just leave it. Okay, so let's say the next thing, email address. Okay, email address. Okay, so you already know what the icons are, so no need for me to be wasting your time. So any compulsory questions will always have a red mark. Okay, it is going to give you this star star star, while the optionals, like those ones that is not compulsory, will not have it. But the compulsory questions will always have those red mark on them for you to know that is a must you provide answers to them. So after you are done with all your questions and how many sessions that you want it, all your questions will be in this question, while the response, that's the answers that you get, will be under these responses, while this third one is your setting. Okay, maybe you want to make it as a quiz, you can turn it on. Okay, however, like anyhow you want your question to be, you are going to see them all on these settings. Okay, if you want it to be a quiz, you could just toggle this thing on, see the responses, see the settings that are there, the closing remark and everything. Okay, let's say you want to still add more questions, you can just come back here and click on this icon and you add more questions. If you want to save it or maybe share it to people, see this form, the form is unpublished because you have not published it, so nobody can be able to have access to it, nobody can be able to give you a response. It's the same thing with that second icon. Okay, it's going to show you the owner, it's going to show you the editor, restricted. It's a publish the form to accept responses. Because you have not published it, you cannot be able to accept to get responses. Okay, that third one is going to give you clue for you to print if you want to print it. Okay, if you want to move it to folder, if you want to make a copy, if you want to preview or maybe redo, it's for you to preview, it's for you to see how it is going to actually appear on your responders or maybe your client dashboard, how it is going to be. It is going to give you that preview. The preview is for you to see how it is. If you see the number of sections that it is, if you want to readjust any of the questions, you can simply come back to your questions and readjust them. Okay, so that is that access of the essence of the preview. Okay, on setting now, let's change this thing turn this thing on for you to make it a quiz. The way the lecturers or maybe the teachers does it, or maybe they will just come here and turn it on. Once you turn it on, it's going to give you several other options. It say release grades immediately after each submission. So once you submit, you will now see your grade, whether you got it or not. Okay, the second one is later, that's after manual review. Okay, next is the respondent settings. Missed question. Respondents can see which questions were answered incorrect. You can turn it on or off. So correct answers. So they can see, respondents can see correct answers after grades are released. Point values. So you can turn all these things on, but here you have to provide the answers. Okay, so this is global quiz default. You can go on and see, okay, collect email addresses. If you want their email to be saved, okay, after their response, you will still see it there. If you want to edit the closing remark after you have submitted, after your respondent submits, then you will now see another closing remark. You can edit it. You can put it there. Put what that is in your mind. If you want to use it as a landing page, this is where they create the magic. So simply click on the edit and input what you want your respondent to see after he has responded to all your questions. Okay, so after the person has attended to all your questions, then once the person submits, you will now redirect the person, because he's now going to have access to this your closing remark. Okay, so you can put in there maybe your link to your WhatsApp, to your Instagram, to whatever you want your respondent to do. Maybe message you on email, or contact you, send you a message on WhatsApp, or maybe click the link to join your WhatsApp group, or maybe Telegram group, or whatever that you want it to do. You can add them here on this closing remark. Okay, so this is where you can use this Google form as a landing page by simply creating whatever you want your respondent to respond to, maybe filling in their name, their email address, their phone number, their date of birth, or whatever that information you want to get from them. Then on your closing remark, you have to put in your redirection link, maybe your WhatsApp, your Telegram, your Instagram, your TikTok, or whatever you want them to do. After that, you click on save. Okay, once you click on save, after they respond to your questions and submit, once they submit, they will now have this your closing remark. Okay, so you can just go through it and see how it is. If you want to add more questions, there is no limit to questions that you can add here. You can add as much as you want. Okay, you can add as much as you want. Then after adding all your questions, you save, or you click on publish. The publish is what that will actually make it to have access, for people to have access to it. So you click on publish. If you are not cool with it, you can re-edit. Okay, so you click on publish. So allow it to load, and then it will go live. So it means that it has been published. So let's use this now. So this is your questions. Okay, this is where your questions are. The middle one is your responses. Okay, if you look at that, I have like 4 responses here already, so it is going to be counting there. I'm not going to open it because it has people's documents there. Then whereas the last one is your setting. Okay, just as that. Then how can you be able to share this your form to people, okay, for them to have access to it? Just come up and click on this icon. Just click on it and it will show you, it will load, and then show you the owner. This is now, so copy your respondent link. That's to copy your link. Okay, copy respondent link. You click on that, or you can just simply copy it. You can copy it and then share it to any platform. Let's say for instance you are running ads, you can put it on your ad. Okay, so look at it here now. You said you can shorten it. If you want to shorten this link, it's so long, you can just click on this shorten URL and it will shorten the URL for you to now be shorter. It is the same thing. Okay, you can use the long one, you can use the short one. You can now include it in your, maybe in your ad, you can include it in your email address, you can put it in your Instagram, put it in anywhere you want to. Maybe your customer request for want to register with you, maybe have business with you can simply send him or her the link, and the person, once the person click it, it is automatically going to take the person to your Google form. Then the person will provide the answers and your business starts from there. So I believe with this you can be able to create your Google form and navigate through it without stress and be able to use it effectively. So in case you like this video, click the like, subscribe and turn on the notification for a more interesting videos like this. See you on the next one. Bye.